like to chain piece these because, and I'm going to explain that in a second, look at all these blocks. If I had to put these together one by one, I would hate myself and I would probably never make a quilt again. So now I'm going off the assumption here with these videos that you have used a sewing machine before. So you know how to thread it, it's all threaded and ready to go. And normally, if you're coming from like an apparel sewing background or home decor, normally you would backstitch at the beginning and end of each piece. So in theory, you would need to backstitch right here and backstitch down here, and it would just take forever and ever and ever. And the really cool thing about quilting is that you can kind of throw out some of those traditional rules. You actually don't have to backstitch because if you think about it, these pieces are going to get stitched to other pieces and that stitching is going to get crossed over by other lines. So there's no need to backstitch in that situation. So what we're going to do is we're going to chain piece, which means we're going to go from one block to the next without snipping any thread. All right, so I'm going to show you what that looks like. Now you want to be 1/4 inch away from this purple line. So obviously we need to sew on both sides. So we're going to go all the way down one side of all these blocks, and then we're going to go turn around and go back the other way. So that then there's 2 lines of stitching 1/4 inch on each side. All right, so I'm going to move these for a second. And I'm adjusting my piece a little bit. You notice I didn't really pin these either. You don't normally need to. If they're really big blocks, sometimes I will, but for these I'm not. I'm going to line this up at 1/4 inch. You always want to go ahead and bring your needle down into the fabric, otherwise things can get tangly. So go ahead and bring your needle down into the fabric before you start sewing, and then go ahead and start sewing. Alright, see how fast and easy that was? I'm going to go ahead and put, now, don't touch it, don't take it off the machine, get your next block ready. I actually have these in my lap. That's how I do it. You can put them anywhere you want. I'm just going to grab the next one. I'm going to kind of butt it up. It is okay if your needle is not on fabric the whole time. It shouldn't mess up your machine. You're just going to keep going. It just basically makes stitches in the air. It's not a big deal. So just go ahead and keep stitching right on to the next one. So easy. And I'm actually going kind of slow at the moment, which is probably better for accuracy anyway, but you can see how quickly that went. And you're just going to keep going, basically making like a paper chain, but with fabric, with that thread. I'm going to go ahead and do a quick little time-lapse video so that you don't have to watch me do this in real time, because even though it is speedy, it's really boring to watch, and I'm fully aware of that. So, and the time-lapse video will show you kind of how I spin it around and keep going without cutting my thread at all.